Welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2, guys. We're still driving at the moment, but we're going to get into the questions once again. Next question. If you were not doing YouTube, what would you be doing? That's from Shawnicus, or Cianicus. Sorry about pronouncing it wrong. What would I be doing if I wasn't doing YouTube? To be honest, it's a difficult question because I have been doing YouTube for so long, and I've obviously grown up with it. It'd be different if I just started and beforehand I was working in a shop or whatever. Then I'd be able to give you a better answer. But if I wasn't doing YouTube now, I'm sure I'd be doing something similar, something to do with entertainment, production. I love video making. I think it's awesome, and I love being creative with things. If I wasn't into the whole creating and producing thing, I think I'd probably be working in my local health club. I'd like to be a fitness instructor, although people with diabetes don't tend to be very good fitness instructors because of obvious reasons. And by the way, I'm type 1, not type 2. No, I'm not fat. I'm actually very nicely... I'm a good weight, let's just say that, for my height anyway. Type 1 is just random. I got very unlucky. What's this? Oh shit. Can I go through? I think I can. Go for that way. So if I wasn't doing YouTube, I'd probably be working in my health club. As some of you may know, probably a lot of you don't actually, I do actually have another job at the moment. I work in a bike shop. So when people buy motorbikes, I'm there to help them gear up, pick the right helmet, and also sometimes show them around the bikes. Tell them I'm a massive bike fan, motorbike fan. I had one myself. I've sold it actually recently to make some money, but I wanted to get myself a car because Ellen's moving in, so we needed a car. Couldn't really take her around on the back of the bike all the time. That wouldn't be very fair on her. So I did actually sell it. But you know, I've ridden one since I was 16, and I am into them. So I like working there. But that's part time. So maybe I'd be doing that full time if I wasn't doing YouTube. Next question: what was the worst thing you've ever done? That is from David Lopez. The worst thing I've ever done. There's quite a few things that I really do regret in life. They tend to be things that I did in school when I was young. I mean, when I was in my first school, I was a bit of a rebel. I was quite naughty. I changed my ways as I grew up, but I was pretty naughty. For example, we were having an assembly, and we used to sit on this wooden floor in the main hall area of the school. Oh, I just had to pay the bank, didn't I? Damn, gone down to 5,000 euros. Ouch. But yeah, we used to sit on this wooden floor, and I had a paper clip in my pocket from the lesson before, and for some stupid reason, I was sitting next to a good friend of mine called Peter. We looked at each other and said, "This is boring, shall we write on the floor?" And yes, I know what you're thinking, guys. I wrote into the floor. Oh, the fuck you doing, man? Jesus. I wrote into the floor using the paperclip, so I scratched my name into the wooden floor. My name. Now, at the time, I was about 10 or 9 or maybe even 8, actually, and I thought it'd be a good idea to write my name into some wooden floor. I didn't know that anyone would read it and think, who did that? That was pretty stupid. I got into trouble for that. I think they just polished it out or something. Now, I didn't have to pay anything, but I did get a bit of a telling off from my dad. But how stupid is that? Why would you write your own name into something? It's like graffitiing a wall and putting MGH, or Matt, obviously, or my full name. But it's not really like the worst thing I've done. It's probably one of the most stupid things I've done. The worst thing I've ever done is... I'm trying to think. To be honest, guys, I know it sounds cocky, but I'm not a nasty guy. I haven't done anything that's really awful to someone. I might have done some nasty things. Well, I'm really struggling to think of something here. I pick on my little brother sometimes, but that's brotherly stuff, you know. He picks on me, you know. He's a bit he's going through that teenage stage, and you know, he's getting spots, and I pick on him for having spots just like anyone would. So I guess you could say I'm being a bit mean to my little brother sometimes. Oh, down to 4,000 now. Jesus. To be honest, I'm going to leave that question because I can't really think of anything right now, but if anything pops up, I'll let you know. Next question: what's the nicest thing you've done for someone? Well, like I said, I'm not a nasty guy. I tend to be quite generous. I walked past a homeless person once, and I gave him a £20 note. Yeah, that was back in school time. I was doing a what's it called when you give papers out? What's it called? The paper round. That was it. I was doing a paper round. I was on something like £25 a week, and I had, I think, £45 or something. And I went down to my local shops to buy a game, and they didn't have it. And as I walked out, there was this homeless guy playing, I think it was like flute or something. And he looked really bad, like pale and just exhausted. So I gave him a £20 note. I haven't done anything like that since. I don't want to be mean, but I kind of feel like that's my bit for now. I might do it again sometime, but you know, if you give £20 to homeless people all the time, you're not going to have any money for yourself, right? Especially because I was young. But that was a pretty nice thing to do, I thought. I was very proud of that. My dad does that quite a lot as well. If I'm out the shops with Dad and he's got a couple of, you know, notes in his wallet, he might give £5 to a homeless guy. I did something else for a homeless guy once. That was with my dad when I was younger. We bought him a McDonald's. He looked really hungry, and instead of giving him money to buy booze or drugs or whatever, we bought him a McDonald's. Yeah. He was very grateful, though. I think he was absolutely starving. Next question. I don't want to crash. If there was anything you could add to Euro Truck Simulator 2, what would it be? That's from Asad Chowdhury. If I could add anything to Euro Truck Simulator, I'd love to be able to walk around, you know, like leave the vehicle. Now that would be pretty awesome, wouldn't it, being able to leave the vehicle? I wouldn't mind being able to buy like a house, so you can go to your house and rest up there instead of parking up. What else? Is this one way? I'm hoping this is one way. I wouldn't mind being able to add like a mobile phone thing. That'd be pretty cool, something to do with mobile phone. I wouldn't mind some cheats as well, being able to have like infinity money. I know that ruins the idea, but yeah, it'd still be pretty cool. Why is people beeping outside my house? Shut the fuck up. Next question. Do you just record and upload straight away, or do you do 2 to 3 takes each time to get it right? That's from Castillo Shams. Now this is a good question. The reason I picked it out is because of that. A lot of people ask me, when you record videos, do you do multiple takes, or do you tend to just do it in one go? Now for me, I reckon about 97% of the time, I manage to get everything done in one go. I do one take. But there is the odd career mode video, for example, where I'll do the intro and I'll start talking and I just completely lose track of what I was thinking, or I just muck something up so bad to the point where I just cannot show you guys. It'd be embarrassing or whatever, and I redo it. But really, it's rare that happens, and I don't mean that in a cocky way, saying that I'm great at commentary and stuff. But after 3 years, you do pick up little techniques to help you. You know, I make notes sometimes to remind myself what to talk about, which is rare, but I sometimes do that. But just in general, I tend to get commentaries done in one go. Like this one, I would never do 2 takes for this. No way. There was a time when I think it was about in my first year where I took 5 takes to do a video. And it was because I was trying not to swear. Back in the day when YouTube started, I didn't think it'd be cool to be swearing all the time. And I still don't think it's cool to swear all the time, but I think swearing in videos is generally accepted these days, a little bit anyway. As long as you don't go over the top. God, this is a tight corner. There we go. But yeah, that was like a long time ago where I did a couple of tries. Where am I going? Yeah, we're going around here. I think we've almost made it, haven't we? Yeah, we have. It's been awesome, this drive. Let's go around here. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I tend to do every video pretty much one take, if I'm honest. And that wraps up that question, and it wraps up the journey. There we go. Excellent result. How much am I going to get paid for that? 7,000. That is really not too bad, is it? Right, let's do another one. Let's do another journey, and then we'll answer some more questions. Let me scroll up. So let's pause it really quick. Just going to scroll up the questions. I've only got a couple left. God damn it. There we go. Right. Next job. Let's go. I'm going to try and do one in my own car this time. Come on, let's go. Very slow. Good left. Oh god. I got a little bit happy there, didn't I? And accelerated a bit too hard. There we go. Right, another question. Do you think football leagues should let rich investors come and buy clubs like Man City? That is a really good question from Lucas, UKA Gaming. It's a touchy subject because people say that teams like Man City and Chelsea have too much money and it ruins the integrity of the league, and, you know, they buy the league technically. There's two sides of the story, right? There's people who generally just don't care and they think it makes it more exciting, gives more competition. And the other side is people saying that it ruins the competition and teams should not have so much money that they can just go ahead and buy any player they want. For me, I'm kind of in the middle. I think Man City are a very good example of being able to buy players and win the league. You know, they won the league pretty much on goal difference, as you guys know, and it was due to the fact that they upgraded their team so much from the season before. I can't help but feel that sometimes I do look at it and go, but they wouldn't have done that had they not had money. Sometimes I do wish teams were a little bit more legit and they were able to do things without spending crazy amounts of money, you know. This one's to Dortmund, Luxembourg, 518 miles. They're just too much for a YouTube video, I'm afraid, so we'll go ahead and get another job from the main menu here. Let's go for a quick job. Let's start in England. I think it's cool to have a left-hand drive. Let's start from Glasgow.